how are you today? I am back and I'm really excited to talk about this topic. I have a lot of teenagers reach out to me between the ages of 16 to 19 years old telling me that they have herpes. I even have ladies that reach out to me, been living with herpes since they were 16, 15, 18, things of that nature. And I want to talk to you guys today because a lot of people don't understand contracting herpes at a young age is not an easy thing at all, because number one, you are young. Number two, people will not understand and kids are mean. And number three, you do not want to tell your parents, but at the end of the day, they're the only one who can help you. They're the only one who can take you to the doctor. It just makes it very, very difficult and make it very, very stressful at a young age, not really understanding where you are, not really understanding what happened, and not really understanding how your future can still be normal after living like you were in a nightmare, okay? So I want you to know, if I'm talking to somebody who just found out and they're a teenager, you're not alone. You're not by yourself at all. Telling you, just a little bit of stats. Y'all have to understand, most people contract herpes between the ages of 14 to 49 years old. It does go older, but typically it's 14 to 49. Very, very common, because no lie, we start having sex younger these days. I had started having sex at 13 years old. And with the technology and so much stuff going on, social media and things of that nature, people are having sex very young. We're being pressured into these things and things of that nature. So with that being said, I want to educate more teenagers on, using protection and knowing what to do and things of that nature and where to go to get free testing, guys. It's very important that you need to learn or find someone that you're really, really close with who's older than who can start taking you to the doctor, because I understand you don't want to tell your parents. Number one, they're going to tell you you shouldn't be having sex anyway. You shouldn't be having sex if you're religious or you're a believer of any sort of any religion. That's number one. You shouldn't be doing this anyway. This shouldn't be something you're doing. So, you're already feeling kind of convicted. You're already feeling bad. You're already feeling, kind of nasty and disgusting that I got to tell my parent that I'm having sex and I keep telling them I'm not, okay? So it's kind of could be a very embarrassing thing to do. But most importantly, I just say, if you do not have this, if you do not have this, and you just come across my video, or you have a friend who have this, I say find somebody who's older than y'all, please, 18 or older, that you are close with, so when things like this go down, that you have somebody to take you. If you have older siblings, something of the nature, if you're not ready to tell your parents, always have somebody in your corner that you can run to, so when you have things come up, you think you have something, you're thinking you're pregnant, things of that nature, they can take you and be your guardian at that given moment, so you can get that support until you're ready to tell your parents. I'm not telling you not to tell your parents, but I know being a parent myself and dealing with my mom is not an easy thing to do at all. So I will tell you, until you feel comfortable, find somebody that you feel comfortable with telling them what's going on, so you can go get tested, and then let them help you tell your parent of that nature, because you're still going to need them. We don't really have money like that at that age. You're going to need them if you need medicine and things of that nature. So my whole thing, at the end of the day, you will have a liaison, somebody in the middle helping you share this information for them to give you more support to get through it, okay? So with that being said, I just want you to understand that you're not alone. You're not alone at all. So for my people who found out at a young age, I want you to understand you're not alone, because I know you may think I'm the only one doing this at a young age. You're not. I hear this on a day-to-day basis, people who contracted herpes at a young age. And I want you to know, even where you are now, you can tell me, oh, you can live a regular life and things of that nature. And if you're not still dating or have any kids, I want you to know it doesn't stop. And you have to be very honest when it's time to tell a potential mate that, you know what, I caught this at 14. Man, I caught this at 16. I didn't know any better. I didn't know what it was. Didn't know much of anything at all. Hush, sweetie pie. So you didn't know much at all. It makes it a little bit more embarrassing sometimes to tell somebody this. If you caught it so long ago, you're like, dang, how did you know? You're going to get the questions and things of that nature. But my thing is very important of just being honest and letting them know I didn't know nothing about it, especially at that age. Just being honest, people at our age now, 25 and older, have no clue about herpes. I talk to women in 30, 40, 50s have no clue about herpes. They are like mind blown about the information I give them. And they're like, what? I didn't know that. I need to go get tested. So I just want to give you some encouragement to know that you're not alone, you're not by yourself, and you can get the support you need. Y'all know me, I have a support group full of amazing women that you can get in and get the support and talk to people who are dealing with it just like you from a young age. For people who are teenagers, guys, look, I want to let you know, look, nobody want to deal with an STD at a teenager. And honestly, people are mean. Social media is not our friend at a teenage age. So my whole thing is, I understand you're scared that people are going to tell all your business. You're scared that, you know, people are going to outcast you and all those things like that. And I get it. I do get it. And I know it's hard dealing with at a young age, not knowing who to turn to, where to get the support from. You just don't know what to do. And I just want you to know I'm here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to get you in a group with women who are older than you and give you some encouragement and know you're not by yourself, like where your big sisters pull you on and say, you can get through this. Even if you tell your mom and you just got more questions, just know you need to seek that information out. And I'm happy to be here to stand in and let you know you're not by yourself and that you need to take care of yourself. So if you're a teenager and you have herpes, it's very, 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 very motherfucking very important that you understand that you must pay attention to your body. You cannot have sex with anybody when you're having an outbreak. You can't have sex with anybody when you think you're about to have an outbreak, okay? And you must understand that it's a risk there that you can't control, which is called shedding. Shedding is when the virus is active, but you have no symptoms. That's when you can pass it on then. So that means you have nothing, you don't see anything, you're not having an outbreak, and you can still give it to somebody. That is the risk that most of us are bothered about. We're not having sex during outbreaks, being honest. We're just not doing that. But it's just that small part that you can't control. So that's the only part that's going to scare you the most, and you have to. That's important that you have to tell your mate so they understand the risk that you can't control. So things that you can do to reduce that chance of you transmitting it to your mate is simply taking an antiviral or also doing certain herbs and things of that nature, which is olive leaf is one of the biggest ones that they talk about on the market that can help you reduce the shedding part that you really can't do much about. So I would say take one of those, do that. So now you can reduce the shedding and you can do everything in your might to protect your mate. I know you're thinking like, I don't want to have sex anymore. I'm sure you don't. I wouldn't rush you to have sex anymore after that anyway. You know, just to really, you know, get your confidence back. Know that your life is not over, that you can have everything you want. Because I get it. Like, guys at that age are immature. They're very, very immature. They're very, very catty, and they're guys, but they can be catty, and they're very, very malicious on the things they do to try to hurt you. So my whole thing is, at this time, after finding out you have herpes, I would say step back a little bit and really just, you know, get some support that you need from people who understand what you're going through. It's good to have your girlfriends. I said still have your friends and the support you need, but at the end of the day, you need to get around people who understand and can give you the support and the information you need to get through, because it's very, very hard at that age, because you're not fully developed. You still are learning who you are. You still are, you know, you're still just going through life and trying to figure out how life is and how to deal with your own emotions and so much other stuff. And you don't want to fight this or even fall into depression or even get suicidal not having the support you need, because those things can happen and you can kind of just drive yourself a little mad dealing with this, especially at that age, dealing with so much you guys are dealing with. I never take away that you as teenagers are dealing with a lot. I dealt with a lot as a teenager, very much, especially depending on your dynamics or your family. So with that being said, I just want you to know you're not alone and get the help that you need. You need it. Like, don't neglect trying to get into a support group or find somebody like you or like your story and relate with them and try to get the support you need, because it's just very, very important from any age bracket to get it. Like, really, really get it. Having herpes at a teenage age is rough. It's just rough. And I'm never going to take that from you like, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's pretty horrible at times, because at the end of the day, I'm just being honest, just at the end of the day, being a teenager is not easy. And the mindset as an adult is different from a mindset from a teenager. And I'm being honest, it's no different sometimes. Some people are a little bit more mature, over 20, 21, 22, 25, they're a little bit more mature, but I'm not going to lie, depending on that person's maturity level, they can still act like they're a teenager, and it can just be as bad as it is for you, for me, when it comes to disclosing and things of that nature. So I just wanted to come on here and just acknowledge you guys and let you know that I'm not just talking from an adult standpoint, because I did find out in college and I was very young when I found out, but I want to tell you from from a standpoint of finding out as a teenager. It is hard, but I want you to know that your life can still be the same. You can still get through this, but most importantly, reach out so you can get the support you need, get the questions answered. Everybody's questions are different. Everybody's situation is different. Everything's different, but I want to give you the support you need that help you and be in a group of women who are older than you and give you support and give you some wisdom, because I think it's very important for you to just learn something as a young lady, how to prepare yourself to date again, prepare yourself to just get through, and even if you have a child at this age, how to be a mother at a young age and things. It's just so much. I just think this is a time that you can really get the support you need that you maybe wasn't getting before, and it made me think like, dang, I had to get the herpes to get the support I need. Yeah, kind of sound crappy that it happened that way, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is a time that you need to get the support you need. You need it. Especially if you're not getting it from a parent or things of that nature. If your parent is supportive, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I've had people, teenagers come to me with their parents. So even if you feel comfortable reaching out to me and say, hey, this is my mom. Can you share some stuff with her so she can share with me? You know, things like that. I am here to support you guys as much as I can and let you know that you can get through this and life is not over. Life is not over. So I just want to come on really fast and just give you support, give you some encouragement, and know that I'm here for you. And I want you to be a part of this, the overcomers, so you can really get the support you need and the answers you need answered. And just don't feel alone. So I love you. I know what you're going through. And I want you to really get through this. Okay. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. You're not alone. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.